Dolly Parton, the glittering goddess of country music and rhinestone dreams, has the world holding its collective breath and clasping its collective hands after her sister Freida Parton made an emotional plea for prayers amid the icon's ongoing health challenges. Yes, Dolly, the woman who practically invented both 9 to 5 hustle culture and the art of bedazzling your soul, is facing a rough patch. And when Dolly takes a pause, the whole world pauses with her. Because if Dolly's sparkle dims even a little, Nashville might as well turn off its neon lights. Freida Parton took to Facebook earlier this week and poured her heart out, saying she'd been up all night praying for her big sister. Imagine being Dolly's sister, a woman who's loved by the planet, protected by wigs, sequins, and what we assume is at least one guardian angel named Jolene. That's pressure. Freida's post hit the internet like an emotional cowboy boot to the chest. Y'all know she hasn't been feeling her best lately, she wrote, outing that she wanted the world to join her as prayer warriors. She didn't ask for fan mail or flowers or casseroles, she asked for faith. And in Dolly's world, faith and glitter solve almost everything. The concern comes after Dolly announced she's postponing her highly anticipated Las Vegas residency, originally slated to launch in December 2025 at Caesar's Palace. That show was supposed to be a celebration, a sparkling spectacle that would blend decades of hits with Dolly's one-liners and rhinestone wisdom. But now it's on pause, pushed back to September 2026 as she undergoes what her team called a few procedures following her doctor's orders. Dolly described it herself in classic Dolly fashion. She said she was going in for her 100,000-mile checkup, because of course she did. If any 79-year-old legend can turn a medical update into a stand-up bit, it's the queen of Dollywood herself. In her statement, Dolly explained that she simply wants to give her fans the best, and that means taking care of herself first. She said, "I can't rehearse properly right now, and I want to give y'all a show worth the ticket." Translation, if she can't give 110%, she's not giving it at all. That's vintage Dolly, perfectionist, professional, and somehow still charming enough to make medical procedures sound like a glitter spa retreat. And before anyone could even think it, she shut down rumors of retirement faster than a gossip columnist shuts down a rumor about Reba. She said, "I'm not retiring, honey. I'm just resting." Somewhere in Tennessee, angels harmonized on that line. But Freida's plea made fans realize just how serious things might be. She wrote that while Dolly is strong and loved, she could use all the prayers she can get right now. It's not the first time the family has leaned on faith. The Partons were raised in the Smoky Mountains, where church hymns and hope were just part of the daily air supply. Freida's post hit like a gospel hymn gone viral, with thousands of fans commenting messages of love, support, and of course their own Dolly stories. You'd think Dolly had a personal relationship with half of humanity the way people talk about her, which honestly, she kinda does. The last few months have been especially tough for her. Earlier this year, Dolly lost her husband of nearly 6 decades, Carl Dean, who passed away at 82. Fans know Carl as the man who managed to stay almost completely out of the spotlight while married to one of the most famous women on earth. A man who never attended red carpets, rarely gave interviews, and preferred to let Dolly shine. His death in March 2025 was a heartbreak that Dolly hasn't spoken much about publicly, but those close to her say it hit her harder than anyone realized. She spent her career smiling through storms, but this one seems to have taken a toll. Then came the health scares. First, a kidney stone reportedly caused an infection earlier this year, forcing Dolly to cancel her appearance at Dollywood's roller coaster unveiling. She was supposed to christen the new ride because, of course, Dollywood adds new roller coasters the way normal people add houseplants. But instead, she had to stay home on doctor's orders. And now with these procedures looming and Freida's emotional plea, fans are realizing that Dolly Parton, who's long seemed indestructible, might just be human after all. Still, if there's one thing everyone agrees on, it's that Dolly's resilience is as legendary as her hair volume. She survived poverty, sexism, heartbreak, and at least 14 layers of hairspray-induced oxygen deprivation, and somehow come out smiling every single time. Freida's faith in her sister is unwavering. She wrote she's going to be just fine, and honestly, if Freida says so, we believe it, because Freida isn't just anyone, she's a Parton. Those genes come with an extra dose of determination and a touch of divine sparkle. And Dolly's not the type to sit still for long. Even while recuperating, she's got a dozen irons in the fire. There's her upcoming cookbook with her sister Rachel, her ongoing philanthropic work with the Imagination Library, and the constant hum of creative energy that never seems to leave her bio. Word is she's even been sketching out ideas for new songs, one of which might just address this season of her life. Knowing Dolly, it'll probably have a line about slowing down, listening to your body, and finding peace somewhere between surgery and sequins. Fans across social media have turned Freida's request for prayers into a full-blown digital revival. On X, formerly Twitter, #PrayForDolly started trending faster than you can say coat of many colors. Fans shared clips of her old interviews, concert moments, and that unforgettable 2024 Super Bowl halftime performance that reminded the world she could still outsing and outcharm artists half her age and in heels taller than most moral standards. "If Dolly's down, we all better get to church," one fan wrote. Another posted, "She gave us light of a clear morning. Now it's our turn to shine that light back." It's the kind of collective love you rarely see, the kind reserved for legends who've earned it the hard way. And that's the thing about Dolly. She's not just a singer or an icon, she's practically an emotion. She's that rare celebrity who makes cynics believe in goodness again. She built an empire out of kindness, talent, and a refusal to take herself too seriously. Her humor has always been her field, whether she's joking about her surgeries, her wigs, or her God-given assets, which, let's face it, have probably had divine assistance from a few very skilled doctors. Even in her health statement, she managed to make fans laugh while breaking their hearts, something only Dolly could do. Industry insiders are hopeful she'll make a full recovery. Her Vegas residency is expected to return stronger than ever, with producers already working behind the scenes to ensure everything's ready when she's back. The show reportedly includes a mix of new material, her greatest hits, and even a few special guests. Rumor has it she was in talks to invite Reba and Tyra for a surprise duet, which, if true, could cause an emotional meltdown in the country music community. Imagine the power of that much blonde hair and harmony in one room. And let's not forget about Dollywood, her pride and joy. The park continues to run smoothly, though fans have left cards, flowers, and notes at its entrance wishing her a speedy recovery. Dollywood employees even held a candlelight vigil, because of course they did. If there's a place on earth where hope smells like funnel cake and country music, it's Dollywood. What's next for Dolly depends on her recovery timeline, but friends close to her say she's determined to keep going, just at her own pace. She's been reflecting on slowing down, not stopping. There's a quiet strength to that idea. The same kind that powered her through decades of breaking barriers for women in country music, creating one of the most successful theme parks in the world, and writing over 3,000 songs. You don't just walk away from that legacy. You heal, regroup, and come back swinging with a rhinestone mic in hand. Freida's faith combined with the tidal wave of fan support has turned this health scare into something more than a news story. It's become a moment of unity. For once, the internet isn't arguing about politics or pop culture drama. It's collectively praying for a woman who's given so much joy to so many people. And if you believe in cosmic karma, Dolly's got a massive deposit of goodwill coming her way. The universe owes her at least a full recovery and maybe a new set of vocal cords blessed by angels. In true Dolly fashion, even her challenges come with a moral. Take care of yourself even when you're used to taking care of everyone else. It's a message that hits home, especially in a world that's always running on fumes. If Dolly can hit pause, maybe the rest of us can too, preferably with a cup of coffee, a gospel playlist, and a little sparkle. For now, fans are waiting, praying, and believing. Because if there's one thing that feels certain in an uncertain world, it's that Dolly Parton's story isn't over. She's too stubborn, too talented, and too loved to let this be the end of her song. She once said, "If I see something sagging, dragging, or bagging, I'm going to get it nipped, tucked, or sucked." And that's the spirit that's going to get her through this. The woman doesn't quit. She reinvents. So do the millions lighting candles, saying prayers, or just blasting Jolene a little louder tonight. Keep the faith. Dolly's got this. She's been through worse, and she's always come back with better hair. Freida's words remind us all of what makes Dolly special. Strength wrapped in kindness, faith wrapped in glitter, and a heart that never stops giving. And when Dolly finally steps back on that Vegas stage, healed, radiant, and probably cracking a joke about her tune-up, it's going to be a celebration. The rhinestones will shine brighter, the songs will hit deeper, and the applause will be thunderous enough to shake the desert. Because the Queen of Country doesn't just perform, she resurrects. So here's to Dolly. May the prayers keep coming, the healing come quickly, and the sparkle never fade. And if you love stories like this one, a little bit of heart, a little bit of humor, and a whole lot of Hollywood, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned to Inside Hollywood. Because trust us, when Dolly makes her comeback, we'll be there, front row, boots polished, tissues ready, and rhinestones gleaming.